Hey fairies. So, somebody sees you and they are obsessed with you. I'm getting a very sinister obsession energy. Right now, currently, in my life, I feel this energy. It's a very insistent and consistent um, perspective, external perspective. And this is quite ironic because this person, or possibly people, for collective, I think that a majority of us have a variety of people that are doing this and feel this way. So, first and foremost, somebody is definitely watching, either if you have a job or if you have a social media or if you just go outside a lot. Somebody is intentively watching you. And this is ironic because yes, either this person or these people have kind of put you in a position in the past where they wanted you to think that being the amount of consistent that they were was enough, which was not very much. Which was not very much. And these people are now consistent with you because you are doing everything that they were trying to steer you away from. You are doing everything that they were trying to steer you away from. Yes. So, they wanted you to be a variation of yourself that did not see your worth and treated yourself with unkindness. And a kind of to put yourself in an environment that was not necessarily giving you a genuine chance at activating all of your skills, activating all of your tools, and actually using them to a point of trying to truly change your perspective. Changing your perspective is exactly how you are going to find yourself getting out of this rut, if you will. And this rut is in correlation the the direct perspective you have of yourself. So allowing yourself out of that is going to kind of clear. It's going to clear this current. Yeah, period. It's going to clear this current. And this current is your perspective of self that you've been white knuckling onto in order to do what? So I'm going to, in order to do what? In order to, yeah. In order to use your blessings, your guidance, your gift, to give to the people around you. To make them feel better. To make them feel better. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. To make them feel better because you know that these people don't have anything internally. And you know that you have everything that you need internally. And this card keeps wanting to come out. So this is essentially self. And you're looking out at the world and you're saying, I have this thing that people do not have. I have this thing that people do not have. So maybe I should give it to them. Whoa. Just test running, y'all. Trying to find good lighting. It's not really working. But oh, now I'm holding it upside down. So the more that you come out of this perspective of I have this thing, so I should give that to them, the more that you are going to come into synchronization. And these are the cards that I was going to touch on after the first few cards. These were under those. So this is bringing you out of the unsynchronization that you have been feeling lately. So to kind of fall out of that viewpoint of I have this thing, so I should give it to people who don't have it. Just logic, point blank. You're coming into, well, I have worked tirelessly every day to establish this within myself. Tirelessly. So I need it. I truly need to reap my own blessings in order to keep me going through this balance. Because if you do not receive your own blessings, then you simply will not be able to function properly. Because you are functioning at a rate that is nearly inhuman. Nearly inhuman. In a sense, you have breached a part of yourself that is kind of out of the norm, if you will. Kind of, okay. Okay. So you're kind of falling into a part of yourself that is so much bigger and so much brighter than everything that you have known for yourself in the past. And because of this, you are rapidly bringing in the people who can reciprocate that. Y'all. So I told myself a few days ago, chaos. This is what's in your life, chaos. I told myself a few days ago that if anybody should knock at my door, then it was gonna be a bad omen. Because nobody knows where I am. And okay, I just want you guys to see this because I need the people to know that this is a serious energy. This is a serious energy. And one sec. Okay. So basically, people are not happy about this change. And you knew this. Okay. You knew this. You knew this was gonna happen. So the more that you come into connection with yourself, oh man. Alright, one sec. So basically, in a live that I was doing, I kind of skimmed the surface of this energy, but I didn't want to go any deeper into it because I knew that it was going to intimidate and confuse and put people in a position of losing their power. So that's essentially the problem here. And so I just had somebody knock on my door and tell me that I was making them uncomfortable. And that's about all I'm gonna say. That's about all I'm gonna say. But my point is that a few days ago, I thought I heard a knock on my door. So I went to go look, and there was nobody there. But just distraction energy. So then I was standing there and I was like, well, if anybody was to knock at my door, they wouldn't have the right into my space. Wouldn't have the right to my space. And this person, I will also say this because I do feel it is important, was trying to get me to go somewhere with them because I was just blatantly telling them, you know, I talk about inner self. I talk about inner self, and it's for the people. And so then they changed the subject and they tried to get me to leave my house with them, which is a last method. So when the negativity cannot corner you within your own space, they will try to get you to, within your own comfortable space, they will try to get you to come out of this space and steer you into a faulty direction. I think I'm doing a really good job focusing because that messed me up a little bit. Yeah, that messed me up a little bit. So basically, the perspective that you are now wearing is going to protect you from all of the evil eye that you are going to encounter. And it is, yeah, this card really wants to stay out. It is going to kind of make you look at life as, you know, I'm a being of light. I'm everything I need. So I can't allow these people my energy. And that is now your logic. That is now what your logic has based itself on. So in the past, it was essentially coming from a point of lack, as everything else has. Your idea of love, your idea of career, your base period. So yeah, it's that knowing. It's the knowing, because, excuse me, you have come out of a place that you did not feel yourself, and it's kind of put you in a mindset of, okay, so this is just who I am. But you are coming out of this. You are coming out of this, because in the past, this was essentially reversed. And, you were seeing yourself with distaste. So now that you are reversing this and seeing yourself with everything that you actually are, people are projecting that distaste back onto you. Because regardless of whether or not I don't remember what I was saying, but the point is that regardless of okay, yes, regardless whether or not you are receiving from others what you need in order to keep going, you already are being it. You already are doing it anyway. And this distraction energy is really trying to deter you from that. But what my point is the fact that you are insisting self regardless. And because of this, people are trying to push you back into that shell. So this is that journey that you're giving up on. You're kind of turning back, and you're full rapidly velocity your full speed back to where you need to go in order to meet yourself and receive that justice. But currently you are in a period of projected reversion, if you will. I don't know if that's how you say it, but the projected reverting. Because my point is that regardless whether or not you are coming from a genuine place, people are going to treat you this way no matter what. That is my point. People are going to treat you this way no matter what. So as soon as you stand up for yourself, it's going to make them kind of like, like a teapot. Like a teapot. They're going to go, until they literally don't know what to do about it. Until they literally don't know what to do about it. So this is essentially causing death to the old perspective of self and creating a new intuition-based perspective. And now you are able to look around you and see this lack. You are able to look around you and see these wounds that are not of you but around you. So that is the difference here, because you have directly associated in the past with this lack. So you are now getting to the point where you are building your confidence based on truth. Building your confidence based on truth and not survival and not, being your best self in a negative environment. And kind of like this confidence that is based on, let me think. A confidence that is based on holding your highest self in an environment of untruth, in an environment of neglect, in an environment of self-hatred. You are looking at the world from a higher perspective, and you are saying, I truly have been there for people who saw me but refused to show it. Refused to just basically accept you. Regardless of how much you had accepted yourself. But this is from a time that you did not know how to do so. So instead of sitting here and looking at your past and saying, this hurt, and this probably defines me because, it happened, 1919. It probably defines me because it happened and it continuously happens, and there's always something in my life that is trying to revert me. This is natural. This is natural to feel that way and to have reversions projected onto you, because the more, yes, I see this is these three cards are just sitting off in the corner. The outlier, if you will. So the more that you are really accentuating this energy within yourself, the more that people are going to try to get you to look at yourself through the lens of this heartbreak. But you're refusing it. You're refusing it. And because of this, you're falling. You're rapidly falling into synchronization. You're rapidly falling into love, into surrounding kindness and comfort. And the only reason that you have experienced this in the past, in the projection, is to show you how to alchemize and carry through, not to carry with. I hope that makes sense, because that's exactly what I meant. So this new perspective is putting you into a point of power, appointed power, if you will, appointed power. So it's really just you. It's really you. And to put yourself in this position where you say, like, I feel like I'm this because people tell me I'm this. You're taking your power back from that. You're finally taking your power back from that. And you're creating a new system, I'm hearing. You're creating a new system. And this system is going to be based on love. This system is going to be based on truth and genuine power. Authentic power. Authentic truth. Authentic genuinity. So because of this, it is going to encourage the world to kind of delve into self, and think about exactly where their subconscious mind is working, what their subconscious mind is working off of. So many people are going to realize that they have been basing their future, basing their past, basing their present on this heartbreak. And this is going to cause a ripple effect of people essentially falling into the same synchronicity that you have established for yourself. Because they're going to see you doing it, and they're going to see that it's okay to do it. But to do it is to choose yourself. Because if you're not choosing yourself, then it's going to essentially give people exactly what they wanted in the first place. The opposite of self. Yeah. The opposite of self, and the repetition of past cycles. So, when everybody starts losing their mind, then you're going to be able to sit back and you're going to be able to say, you know what? I deserve another cookie. I deserve another slice of cake. Because I've maintained my balance through this whole external chaotic melting pot. So it's okay to have days where you don't feel like yourself. It's okay to have days where you don't feel good. It's okay to have days that you just feel that there's something you're missing. But overall, to understand exactly who you are through that. To hold it. To insist the balance is the power. And people are going to consistently try to take this away from you. And you just have to have that conscious decision to choose your balance. Because think about who you were without this balance. And now that you're slowly coming into synchronization with this balance, you are seeing more and more that you have been lied to. You are seeing more and more that you don't have to work as hard as you thought you did to receive everything that you need. And that's the thing, because maybe lately you're having a stagnant point in your life. due to this heartbreak. So it's making you feel like, I don't really deserve love anyway. So I can just sit here in my corner, in my dark little corner, and I can have another slice of cake because you deserve it. Subconsciously, you deserve it. But the issue is riding on the fact that you're not working blah, 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 until you literally cannot form a sentence. Keep it cool, kind, and classy, y'all.